See that? Just pops right in the corner. And all we're going to do is put this tight. And we'll grab another one of these. And we'll pop that tight in this corner. And pull it forward a little bit. I mean, you can sit here and you can measure this out all you want, but I find this a little easier. I don't have to bust out the tape every 2 minutes. But I take it and you can make it a little shy, doesn't matter. And I take this little piece where it slides up to, I'll just put a little mark. And then I'll take my square, I'll square that across, or I'll just eye it. Now I got that piece. I'll make 2 of those, and then I'll do my 2 little short ones. So I'll show you how I cut this. We'll come back over here where I was cutting the glass. Got a metal handsaw, and we're gonna start cutting. This can be kind of tough. The position I'm in is kind of tough. I'll bring you guys right here. I'm probably gonna take the line off. So you want to start off slowly and keep working at it. Oh, you'll slide off and scratch it up. That's alright, because I'm going to be painting it. This can be tough. But it cuts fairly quick and easy. It's just tough holding it still. Well, there it goes. Don't worry about that. And now we have one piece already set. So now we'll just duplicate this. Take both corners out. Take your marker, and we'll simply just make another one. So now we got two top and bottom, and we can take all 4 of our connectors, and we can simply plug them right in. I said simply. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. And number 4. Now I'm going to take you back over here. Now I'll show you what I'll do next. So we got 1, 2. And I have made these smaller to where I had to cut these plastic pieces. I simply just cut it here. Same saw, I just cut it here or something. And I made it a little bit smaller because I made the screen come to like here before. So you can make this as big as you want it. You just want enough room to still slide the next piece into. And now we'll just take our piece, and we'll lay it across. Lay it right across the tank. Line one end up with this, and simply just eye a line across again. Voila. So now we have this nice square. And next part is pretty simple, especially if you have the right tool for it. They sell tools to put screen in, and I don't have one, so I do it the hard way. Basically, next you're gonna need is some screen material, which mostly likely if you do make your own tanks, you probably use this stuff. Get it at any hardware store, even Walmart sells it. Just regular screen. And we'll be cutting out a piece roughly bigger than this, and this right here. As you can see, here's your little tool, and you're gonna push this in. It's gonna hold your screen in. It's like a wire like this, like a rubber, and you got this little groove all the way around now. Now we have this groove all the way around the whole thing, and we'll push this stuff right into there. But first, I am going to do my paint job and sand this up a little bit, and we'll come back in just a second after I paint this. I'm sure all of you guys know how to use a little bit of spray paint. Alright, until then, I'll be right back. Alright guys, we've got our piece. It's all dry. I painted it, sanded it down a little bit, and now it's time to struggle to put this stuff in with the screen. You got a piece cut out, and then we'll cut off the excess. So when I say struggle, we'll be struggling. And as you can see, glass is all dry. We just got to do our handle, and then our lock will go here. I forgot the lock at home, but I can do that later. I'll just show you how I do the handle. But let's get this together. So you just want to take some of this and start right in the corner. It'd be so much easier if I had one of those tools, but I do not. I'm using a flathead screwdriver to push it in place. get to the end, I'm just going to cut it right where I want it. Just go along and make sure everything's down tight, because if it's not and it pops out on you, it's going to be a pain to get it back in after you already have it glued in. I've done it once or twice trying to put the screen in while it's already glued in place, and it's just not fun. A little bit. Now all we do is take our razor blade again, and we're just gonna cut right down the side of it. I'm gonna go put a bead all the way around this trim. You don't have to go crazy. It's not holding water or anything. It's just holding a little screen in. It's very light, so you don't need a lot of glue. Smush it right down, push it tight. Way up. You can clamp it if you really like. It shouldn't go anywhere. Just apply pressure around the edges. That should be it. Marker, measuring tape. If you don't care, you can just eye it in the middle. My door's like 14 inches long, so we have 14 and a half. Half of 14 is 7, and half of a half is like a quarter, and roughly here. We're gonna say 5 and a half. So we have 5 1/4 at the top, 5 3/8. Let's go down like a 1/16. Five 3/8. 5 3/8. So we have 5 3/8 here, 5 3/8 here. And we're just gonna hold it down, put a mark in the glass, and a mark on the glass. I don't really care about this way because I just hold it flush with this black plastic piece. Well, tiny little space, but that's how it's gonna look. And now I gotta mix up my 2-part epoxy. Alright, once again, mix your 2-part epoxy thoroughly and apply. Alright, once it starts getting tacky, scoop some up. Apply it on our. Now we'll take our handle. And we're just going to place it down. And just push out your air bubbles. Alright guys, So that's about it. Now I just gotta wait for everything to dry. This is how I convert my fish tanks. Say it like that, sounds a little better. You can see the dry lock background, some driftwood in the middle. Looks good. That driftwood is actually from my 150, the big piece I had in there. Cut it in half, and I used it for this tank. This tank is pretty deep. It's a 29-gallon fish tank, and it is awesome. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final step, and all I have to do is drill a hole for my Mist King. And I already drilled the hole for the drainage. The background's all done. Door's all done. You can see it standing up. Door's all done. And just the lock actually I gotta do, which is really quick. Just mix some 2-part epoxy like I showed you. Same step. But this is the last big step besides planting and doing substrate. I burnt out my drill, so I am going to be using a router with a glass drill bit on it. I got it in there and was able to tighten it, so I'm gonna try this out and see if it works. I don't have my other drills on me, so we'll see how this works. What I did here is I don't have running water. It's cold out, so I'm not gonna be running this under a hose or anything. And I've done this before. It's pretty easy. I just take some clay, regular clay, and I make this little ring, and you push it down tight to the glass. And then I'm just gonna take a handful of water, put it right in there. It won't go anywhere. And now my water won't go anywhere, and I'll be able to keep the blade wet while I'm doing it. So I'm hoping this. Before I do this, I just want to tell you, you want to start at a deep angle like this so you can get a groove started, and then slowly bring it up straight. That way you can get a groove to start, so you're not like slipping all over. Alright, so this thing spins really fast, and it's just throwing the water out of the hole. And I can't control the speed of it, so actually I can slow it down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Woo! So my saw let go of this, but it cut it just in time. I don't think it cut all the way through. Actually, I think it just popped it loose, and it popped off. That was just in time. Well, nice clean hole. It's a little chipped up top, but that's no big deal. Now you can dispose of your clay, or you can keep it for the next tank. Just let it dry. But these bits I got on eBay. It was a whole pack of them. They're right here on the floor. They were all different sizes. It was like a little over 10 bucks. So, which was nice. But now I'm gonna wipe down this tank, and that should be about it. I'll wipe it out. I'll clean the inside, get rid of any glass pieces or dirt or anything. Clean up the glass, make it look nice, and we'll put our Mist King in, and then we'll do our substrate and all that. Alright guys, until next time, see you later.